great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Monroe in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Pierce. He had 10 points in the win against Detroit. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face.
Parker against Redick. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Parker.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Crawford kicks to Pierce. And the 3-ball is good. Pierce has got his first 3 points of the game. Offense is what drives the Clippers, and they were fantastic at it last season. Easily one of the most exciting teams to watch with their high-flying and high-scoring act and #1 in terms of efficiency.
Yeah, and it's not just a flash for the Clippers on offense. You talked about their efficiency on the offensive end. Led the league in points scored per 100 possessions at 109.8.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Crawford with the ball. Now defended by Carter Williams. Crawford against Carter Williams. Smith dishes to Redick. No good on the 3. Bucks trail by 3. On up the court. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Crawford passes to Redick. It's deflected. Parker with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 10 points for Chris Middleton.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now Carter Williams, after Chris Middleton missed from long range, can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Smith. It's a hand on it. The rebound by Middleton. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Parker with it. Now Smith defending. Parker kicks to Monroe. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Monroe's got his second bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Smith. And then jammed down as he goes right over Greg Monroe.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And it's good. And that's 12 points for Chris Middleton.
Oh, how sluggish was that defense?
The Clippers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Crawford dishes to Pierce. The three-pointer no good. The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Parker. And it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead. LA's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And that one's good.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Pierce against Antetokounmpo and stolen by Redick. Down low, here's Johnson. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Hey, it's not computer programming or rocket science here. I mean, at some point, the defense has to show more urgency getting back in transition.
Yeah, I mean, 6 out of their last 10 points here coming in transition. They are making the game far too easy for the opponent. And, you know, you hear everybody talking about Giannis's potential. I mean, look at the athleticism coupled with his measurables. I mean, that is just off the charts.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Crawford. Los Angeles with another miss. Bucks leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And, guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
For Giannis, it's not just his physique and length. Clark, he moves insanely well for a guy that size.
Yeah, Giannis also might not be done growing, Kevin.
Right.
How scary is that? I mean, you know, he could be a legit 7-foot shooting guard when it's all said and done. That would be something to see.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. It's stolen by Johnson. And it's Smith penetrating. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Clippers, number 1.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style. And they are all in.
Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, his free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
Here's Navarro. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now, here is Monroe. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Henson shot is off.
And with Smith and his shooting, a lot of it is mental. I mean, he has a terrific stroke from anywhere. The free throws are all in his head because he can make threes. He's just got to be a little more focused.
Here's Vasquez. The Clippers getting the bucket. Outside Mayo. Now here's Vasquez. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And, you know, thinking again about Smith, he made some big shots for the Rockets last year, but you never know quite what you're going to get with him taking perimeter shots.
And the shot is good. And that's 15 points for Jay.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Vasquez dishes to Henson. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Jordan, he's checked in for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan. Here's Vasquez, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Vasquez has got 4 this quarter.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Here's Navarro, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Monroe.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Jay. He has 15 points and 2 rejections.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And here are the Clippers now after the basket by Milwaukee. Rejected by Monroe. And he recovers it. Poked away. Stolen by Henson. And now it's Mayo running. He can go all the way.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Navarro, the pass to Griffin. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Timeout called the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you've just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd like to see from their offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them. He said the other key was going to be their ability to defend effectively in transition. He wants to seriously limit the fast break points allowed. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got the fast break chance. That's tipped.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
55 seconds left in the first half, and it's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. .51 seconds left in the first half. He dishes it to Vasquez. 5 to shoot. Poked loose.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
From past the arc. Craig Monroe with the rebound.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside, here's Navarro. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Navarro. Oh, my!
And great move there to ensure they end the quarter on a strong note.
Yeah, really strong move to the rim as well. Sometimes you'll opt for the layup, but not this time.
And that does it for the first half of play. The Clippers on top, leading by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Paul, how would you assess the team's performance on both sides of the ball thus far?
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. They ended up leading by 6 at the end of the first quarter. In quarter number 2, they fought off several attempted rallies and actually pulled further out in front, ending the half up by 8. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
I was unimpressed, Ernie. very unimpressed with their offense. You know, guys seem to be going through the motions, not cutting, not hustling. They failed to get back into a great offensive rhythm. They'll need to step it up big in the second half to cut into this lead.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to